What's up guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're gonna talk about the HELA source. This is a new lootable item in the game where you can exchange this valuable ore and trade it in for some high tier weapons, armor, and mods. We'll run through what it is, how to get it, what you get it for, and how it affects the game as a whole. Before we do so, kindly drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new. Let's get started with what the HELA source actually is. As stated by the game's developers, this is a rare ore imbued with the HELA elements, which means these ores are correlated with one of the requirements to survive the pheromone outbreak, which are called the HELA antibodies. Reading more into this, it is mentioned that these ores can be found in stabilizing containers scattered all around the exclusion zone. To easily locate where they are placed, check your map for this specific icon and you should be able to see this container, which is the stabilizer that was mentioned. Let's now focus on how to get these rare ores. Once you spawn inside any map of your choosing, you will see this crystal-like icon. This is the location of where a HELA source stabilizer is located. Two things to take note of. First is that only one stabilizer can be active at a time. To know which stabilizer is active, just view your map and see which stabilizer is marked with the crystal icon and has a timer placed on it. This timer is the cooldown period of the active stabilizer. It has a cooldown period of 8 minutes and 30 seconds. But the timer will then disappear at the 7 minute and 30 mark, and the final minute will rely on you to start the activation of the HELA source. But take note that this process will be visible to all the players in the map. The second thing to note is that a stabilizer will not function if it is not active, on cooldown or during the radiation sandstorm. Upon successfully taking the HELA source, you then have a 1 minute timer before your location will be exposed to all the players in the entire map that you are in. This should be your best time to extract, as the rare ore is very delicate as well, as when and if the HELA source goes through a radiation sandstorm, it will then become a polluted ore which will then be completely useless for you. When you have successfully taken a HELA source back to your base, you can do two things. First is to submit the rare ore for analysis and will then be consumed and exchanged for weapons and armor of varying rarities. I have yet to study the proper combinations for analyzing these ores, but feel free to share your analysis combinations and their results below. The second thing you can do is sell the HELA source in the black market. As of this recording, the HELA source has a selling value of 500,000 new pounds. If I could share my opinion on this, the HELA source is a good addition to be able to restock for weapons and armor more easier, making the operations you participate in worth a lot more even in just one run. The negative side that I can see is that these rare ores can be a better source for high value loot compared to airdrops. Although both sources have their own risks, the HELA source gives you a bit of assurance of how high in value of weapons and armor you can get, while for airdrops it can be totally random. Potentially they may also nerf the HELA source in terms of the rewards you get from it. But for now, enjoy it for what it is and what it gives you. And that's about all you need to know about the HELA source. If in case new info is discovered, I will just update this video. If you have questions, analysis combinations, feedback, or anything about the video, feel free to comment them down below. Thanks again for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.